same time as I did. So he's finally getting that fresh, healthy year of playing ball, and been able to really develop himself injured free. And so for the most part, I think he has a chance to have a great season this upcoming season.
Alrighty, next up, Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com. Nathan? All right, let's Bill Rabin. Oh,
No, I'm here.
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Haskell, the past 2 years, you guys have had like some obvious veteran guys who are ready to step in at that nose tackle spot. Just from your perspective, what you've been watching in practice this spring, what have you seen from the guys who are working there, and who's impressing you?
Pretty much everybody. Everybody knows how to play both positions, 3 tech and nose guard. So, I mean, for the most part, everybody's fighting for a job, and everybody's trying to get better. But like I said, Teron's doing really well. Jerron Cage is doing really well, and so is Antoine Jackson. And you see some flashes from Ty Hamilton doing really well. So just everybody overall is fighting for jobs, is just getting better. It's not really who's going to be the starter. It's just who can contribute and for the team.
Alrighty, next up, Bill Rabinowitz. Bill.
Hi, Haskell. What do you think is the next step in your development? What do you want to improve on this year? And can you just kind of, again, go through your decision to return?
To me personally, what I need to improve on is my strength of attack. You know, just kind of enhancing everything. Everybody kind of thinks I had a great season, but with this season, we're gonna have 12 games, a full season. So I just need to be prepared. Conditioning, strength, and all around need to get better.
Thank you.
Alrighty, next up, Tim May from Letterman Row. Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Hey, Haskell, I was wondering, what is that threshold that you big guys basically down deep in that trench have to kind of cross before you feel the confidence, the effectiveness, and what kind of like brings that confidence and effectiveness on?
Just your how prepared you are for real. For the most part, it's just from the film room. And if you can take what you learn in the film in the classroom to the field, when you finally get comfortable with the plays and can understand where everybody's out in the field, that confidence, it allows you to play much faster, much stronger. And when you can anticipate things instead of reacting, it makes you even that much better of a football player.
But is it a physical thing too? I mean, that you have to feel like you're as physical as the guy you're going against? I mean, because you come from high school, you know, and you may be the biggest guy on the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's more of a, if you just trust your tech, it's a trust thing. If you trust your technique and, you know, nothing physical, we have the best strength coach in the nation, Coach Mick. So nothing really physical. It's just really, it's an internal thing. If you know and trust what you're doing and trust what you see with your eyes and what you watch in film, it makes you play even faster.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty, next up, Dan Hope from 11 Warriors.
Hey, Haskell, since you made this decision to come back for an extra year, how much do you feel like you have the opportunity to really be a leader for this defensive line and for the entire team this season?
It's tremendous. You know, I just feel that I have to be on my toes and P's and Q's in terms of, you know, film, getting in the weight room, doing extra stuff so I can lead these guys on the field and lead these guys also off the field. So for the most part, it's just showing that example of what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it, and ultimately what it looks like on the field.
Alrighty, and we'll go to Joey Kaufman from the Dispatch next. Joey?
Haskell, what are some of the things you're kind of working on this spring that you're able to do? Obviously, you're not able to practice as much with your injury, but what are some of the things you're able to do kind of off the field to stay fresh?
One of the things I'm focusing on is my conditioning for the most part. You know, last year I came back and only had about 4 days of training and conditioning before our first game. So I realized I got tired mostly towards the end of games, and I want to go till literally from the first snap to the last snap of the game. So pretty much what I'm focusing on is my conditioning this season.
Alrighty, we will wrap up Haskell with Austin Ward. Austin, go ahead.
I got one, Mike, if somebody else needs to ask one.
All righty, we'll open it up. Anyone else have a follow-up for Haskell?
Did you
I
say,
do. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
did
ahead,
you
Tony.
say Tehran is at nose tackle right now?
Everybody, so everybody, we're making it versatile so everybody can play every position. So that nobody's one dimensional, everybody's very versatile. So me, myself, Tehran, Antoine, and Jerron Cage, all the defensive tackles know how to play both positions. So yes, Tehran's getting reps at nose tackle.
All righty, Whitney, go ahead.
Hey Haskell, because of your injury and what you're working through, I bet you're not gonna get to play in the spring game. But how exciting is it for you guys to be able to have fans in there? You had some fans in the later games this season, but actually having just pure Buckeye fans in there, how exciting is that?
Oh, it's really exciting, you know, from family to also friends who everybody's just happy to go into the stadium and be back in the stadium. And we're happy to have Buckeye Nation back in the stadium. It's a little bit different when you have your family. Having your family in the stadium is awesome and within itself, but having the whole nation and Buckeye Nation, having fans back in there so that they can experience what we experience is even more enticing. And we're just happy to have everybody back in. And yeah.
All righty, Dan Hook, go ahead.
Yeah, Tehran, just wanted to ask you, Haskell, I'm sorry, I wanted to ask you, coming back and, given this 5th year, when you think about just everything that you've had to go through in this past year, how much does that, kind of fuel your motivation to really make sure that you finish your career strong this year?
Oh, it just enhances all of my motivation. I just want to leave behind a great room for Coach Jay and have everybody ready for when I leave so that the room is in good hands and I left my mark and left my legacy when I leave.
All righty, folks, we got Tyreek Smith here ready for you. So we'll thank